I truly believe that learning how to make good videos for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts is the ticket for any music producer, small or big, to achieve their goals in music. And in this video, I will show you 5 strategies that you can use to make viral content as a music producer. Strategies that helped me generate millions of views. Strategy number 1. Over edit. Let's face it, when we are on TikTok, Instagram or YouTube Shorts, we are always this close from scrolling to the next video. But we have to make sure that people watch our videos from start to finish, or even more than once. And we do that by creating as many moments of excitement as possible. Look at this reel, for example.
No, baby, no, baby, no, baby, no.
Ooh.
No, baby, no, no.
Every time you might get bored, there's a new unexpected thing happening that keeps you hooked and locked in. I apply this strategy to many of my own videos, for example this one. Finally, new music by Skrillex. It is called Rumble and we will remake it, but before we listen to it. There are all these little moments where your brain goes, ooh, what was that? And I truly believe that this is the reason why this video gathered over 500,000 views. So try to spend a big amount of time editing your videos. Use effects, small camera zooms, text inserts, and sound effects. Try to make it really busy. We get bored easily nowadays, so every frame matters, especially in short form video content. Strategy number 2, don't just show the music, perform the music. Music is a performative art, but we as music producers forget that sometimes because we are just sitting here alone in our studio pushing buttons on a computer, right? But showing up in the studio and creating actually is the performance aspect for a music producer. And for me, no different to a singer or instrumentalist performing on stage. And if you treat it that way, a lot of interesting possibilities open up. First of all, show your space. Show how you interact with your craft. Use screen recordings to show what's happening on screen. The magic of music production can be a bit invisible sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. Try to go out of your way to bring elements of performance into your videos. If you can sing or play an instrument, great. But for me, also the act of using a computer to create beautiful music is a type of performing, and you should show that. Strategy number 3, be excited about your music. We're all in this business because we have that passion for music, right? Why not show that more in your videos? Look at this guy, for example. He just did a simple screen recording of his music and filmed himself being hyped up about it. Pretty simple and pretty effective, as long as it is authentic. Think about why you are excited about the music you just made. Maybe it transports you to a different location, a different time. Maybe it creates an emotion in you, or maybe it just makes you dance. Strategy number 4, tell a story. People love stories and everyone has a story to tell. So I challenge you to ask yourself, how can you tell a story about yourself and you as a music producer? One of the best examples for me of this is Connor Price.
All right, I'm gonna spin this globe and wherever my finger lands, I'm gonna find an artist from that country to collaborate with me on a song. Let's see what happens. Zambia. All right, well, let's find out more about Zambia.
Quite catchy, right? Connor goes out of his way to find an interesting story around the creation of his music. Or in his own words,
I think the hook is really strong. I'm going to spin this globe wherever my finger lands. It's like, all right, what's about to happen? Is he going to go there? I'm going to find an artist.
Immediately, you're interested where he's going to land.
Right, and it's visual. You see a spinning globe. Now you're going to stick around and see, all right, let's see where it lands. I land on a country like Zambia, something most people haven't heard of. And I say, I'm going to collaborate with an artist. Now there's another hook of, oh, what's this guy going to look like? What's he going to sound like? What's the song going to sound like? And then they stick around to the end.
Is he even going to be good? Yeah.
Right, totally.
Rob Late is another guy who found a way to tell a story and simultaneously bring his art, the art of digital music production, to the forefront. He usually starts with recording a real-world object. This is often a good way to start a video because it generates interest and it is also a way to make it something tangible, something you can touch. From there, the story is how the finished song is developed, showcasing interesting moments along the music production process. These aha moments where the viewer thinks, that doesn't sound like music at all, to, wow, that sounds really cool, feel really good and just work. Wuki is another guy that needs to be mentioned here. His videos also tell a story. Usually it's him playing the producer and also him playing a guy who just enters the studio being kind of confused about what's going on here, and it all results in them kind of vibing to the song. It's pretty easy and fun to make actually once you get over this weirdness of just filming yourself alone in a room. Strategy number 5, content before music. Since content is such an important tool for artists, small or big, to find and connect with your audience, it might pay off to think about possible content ideas already while you're making the music or even before you start your track. I have to mention Connor Price here again because him and his wife are masters in doing this.
Once we started seeing how well the content was doing for the music, I started approaching my creative process with writing the music, thinking about what the content would be. And a lot of times the content would come first. So I would think, you know, that whole Carrot Flute video did so well.
Pull up that one session.
Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's on.
And then we started thinking, what other weird instruments could we use? And then we would think of a weird instrument like a xylophone. And then we made a xylophone beat.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we would think of the content first and then make the song.
Hopefully this video gave you some inspiration on how to promote your music via short form videos. Just remember, some videos will be successful, some of them will blow up and others won't, and nobody can really say why. So learn to love the process. The views will come later. It's just a matter of time. Let me know if you want to learn more about how to make good videos specifically as a music producer. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.